What's going on, guys? We are back once again, and we are going to be finally reviewing Star Wars Vision Season 2. Now, before I even get into this, I'm going to go ahead and say if you enjoyed this or whether you did not enjoy it, that is perfectly fine. Again, I do these kind of videos because one, everybody has their opinion, and they can review it. We can all be Star Wars fans at the end of the day, regardless of our opinion. But at the same time, if you agree with me, that's perfectly fine. If you don't, that's fine too. I'm gonna go ahead and say this now. I did not enjoy this season. Let me explain to you the reason why I did not like this season. One, I felt like I just could not connect to any of these characters' story, or I just really didn't care. Some of it was cute. I will say that it was interesting. I did not like a lot of the animation styles. Again, to the companies that worked on this, congrats to you. That was cool that you were picked by Disney to do these type of stories. But at the same time, I felt like that these stories was not really made for everybody. I felt like that they were more catered towards certain audiences. And what I mean by that is most of the protagonists in this season were female. Now, before anyone starts anything, I don't have a problem with that. The problem is just that it felt like that these characters were more forced, no pun intended, to be these leading roles where it just was kind of boring. Again, I did not like a lot of these animations. The only ones I did not mind for a story, the first one I didn't mind for a story. It was very confusing. The animation was off. The one with the sisters that were I guess survivors of this planet where all the water was taken. I liked the story to a certain degree. The animation was very lacking to me. I didn't like it. Same thing with the brother and the sister. I guess that were from India, I guess you would say, for their characters, and that the sister was a Jedi. That was just kind of weird. And when I say weird, I mean the way they kind of handled it, to where this older lady was a Jedi survivor and could take on an Inquisitor. It was really weird. And then also the very last one, the animation was horrible. It didn't make no sense. Same thing with this, I guess, girl that was in a mining crew, and she finds this crazy old hag type of, I guess, Sith, I would assume, and gets picked up by this other Sith Lord. It was weird. The one that was the pod racer, I guess you would say, that I didn't like that animation either. The one where the Sith killed this guy's master and he went with this girl who was a repairer, that I didn't mind, but again, it was just still weird for the story. A lot of these stories did not make sense within a Star Wars universe, even though they tried. I felt like it did, but it didn't. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but to me it didn't. The one where they're just building, they're just digging and digging and digging for kyber crystals, that was an interesting story. But again, I don't think it was worth like about 15 minutes. A lot of these stories, I do not think they were worth 15 minutes. Again, I felt like that they were trying to, point this towards other audiences to enjoy Star Wars. It's just, I did not feel like that this season was something I would enjoy, me personally. It just felt very boring. I was very I just didn't care. I wasn't very much paying attention to any of these episodes. They were very boring. They were lackluster. The characters sucked, in my opinion. The story was not that good, and the animations just weren't for me. I mean, last season, some of it was absolutely amazing. Some of it did not go with me. Others did. I don't know. I just kind of felt like that they pulled all these out of a hat and made you go, oh, here you go, That's just my overall feeling of Star Wars Visions. I felt like this when I saw this in the trailer, that I was unsure if I was going to like it, but I still gave it a try. But again, I know a lot of people are probably going to say, oh, it was amazing, or it was this or that. If you enjoyed it, that's perfectly fine. I'm not saying you have to like it. I'm not saying you got to hate it. You're going to enjoy it whether I say it or not. That's not why I'm here, guys. I'm giving you my full opinion of this show. Just because I like it, or just because I hate it, or I don't like it, or I love it, whatever, that's for me. That's for me. It's not for you guys. I'm just giving you guys my opinion for whatever it's worth. So again, Star Wars Vision Season 2 was just not for me. If you enjoyed it, great. If you did, awesome. If you didn't, that's cool too. What did you like about it? What did you not like about it? I'd personally like to know down in the comments. Again, we're all Star Wars fans. Again, the fans are just so divided. We don't need to be divided. We all need to try to come together. And again, sometimes we can still have discussions and why we hate or do not like certain things, or why we love certain things or like certain things within different things in Star Wars. So that's just my thoughts on it. Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I'll see you as always on the next one.